Hey, good morning my friends. Today's video we're going to be going into some settings and not just mine. So the most requested thing that you guys ask for are if I changed my settings, what are some tweaks or some advice I could give you guys. So I went ahead and I asked some of the homies I played with to send over some of their settings. So in this video we're going to go over like 5 different options. I'll mention what rogues they like to play, kind of their play style, and I'm sure one of these settings are something that you guys could apply and get better. Or you can mix them all up yourself, get an idea what some of the better players are using. But there are some things I want to note in the beginning that it does help to have a control freak on the right stick. That's what I use. And also if you can get a controller with paddles, I highly recommend it. But let's get into the video.
Half their stories they be made up. I can't believe in cap tragedies.
First off, we're going to cover my settings, but I did want to mention beforehand that for display, I have everything as low as possible, just to optimize frames and things like that. For audio, I like to have the game chat way higher than voice chat. I like hearing footsteps, not loud teammates. And then I have auto pickup on, so I'll always pick up, grenades, things that I walk over. But my settings are super simple, guys. Everything's default besides my sensitivity. I bump it up to 4.5, 4.5, and my right stick is at 0.25. Everything else the same. I do have paddles on the back that I use for jump and roll, which is really good for Lancer. But yeah, super simple settings. Next up, we have the homie Dean. This guy's cracked on DMRs, SMGs, basically anything you name it. So if you like to play a variety of rogues, check these settings out. We're going 5.4 for sensitivity, horizontal controller 53, vertical controller 53, 0.8 on the left stick. We got 0.6 on the right stick. I'm kind of reading this as I go. Acceleration boost is going to be way higher than mine. He has it at 50. This boost multiplier all the way up to 2. Scope sensitivity we're going to lower a little bit, to looks like 38 for horizontal and 36 for vertical, which makes sense. If you're playing a variety of rogues, you're going to have to change scope. He's going to turn vibration off. I think his bindings are pretty common. I don't think any crazy bindings. It's cool that you can now mess with the reticle. You can completely change the color and shape and things like that. So that's something I'll probably make a video on as well. But here's his settings. Definitely a bit different than mine. He's much better on DMR than I am. But he also plays SMG really well. So these are some settings that if mine don't necessarily work for you, maybe try these. A lot of different tweaks. Next up, we got young Drip God himself, Obi on the sticks. And I think we have a pretty similar play style as well as rogues we like to play. So if my settings don't really work for you, but you play Lancer, you play a lot of chalk, I would check out Obi's. So he's going 4.5 and 4 on sensitivity, horizontal 45, vertical 60. His left stick's going to be down to 0.05 as well as his right stick. So 0.05, hella low. Acceleration boost, he's dropping all the way to 0, but the multiplier he's putting all the way up to, looks like just under 3. We have the horizontal scope down to 45, just a little bit, 45 for vertical. These are probably some things I could change because a lot of my shit's on default. Vibration off. I know Obi also has paddles on the back, just like I do. But something that he does is he turns auto sprint on, which I do as well, but then he turns his left stick into his melee button, so you don't have to use the D-pad, and I'm actually going to change that. Next up, we're covering the young Snipe God, bluff his settings. And I would have to be on straight up cracking PCP to be able to play on this sensitivity, but this dude doesn't miss. So to all you snipers out there, you might want to try these settings. He goes 9 and 8 on sensitivity, 53, 53, 0.2 on the left stick, but 0 on the right stick, which is pretty interesting. 0% on the acceleration boost. It looks like the multiplier, he bumps it a little bit up to 1.5. So again, we got 9, 8, some crazy sensitivity. He's got 40, 40 on the scopes. Vibration off. Now, I don't even know what this gyroscope is, but I assume it might have to do with scoped weapons or snipers. So I'm going to show what he does to it. None of the other players I covered tweak it, but Bluffus is going to put the horizontal just up to 6.5. So that's, I believe, the only thing he tweaks. Super simple, but just something I wanted to share with y'all because this dude doesn't miss. So there we have it for bluff settings. And now another crackhead Phantom, the god of console. We got claps on top. So he's gonna go with 8.6, super sensitive. It looks like 73, 73. I can't really see the numbers if I'm saying it wrong. 0.09 on the left stick, 0 on the right stick. He's really good at like Kestrel, fucking Phantom. The guy's cracked, so please check these settings out as well. 0 acceleration. We got 1 on acceleration boost. 58, 58 for the scope sensitivity. He has auto pickup on. I have auto pickup on, auto sprint on. Those are things that I totally suggest you do. This is also interesting. It kind of just, you can shorten the time that you have to interact with stuff at the register. So, you know, you can lower this from 0.2 seconds to 0.15 like Claps does. But now I'm just going to show you guys some clips that I've hit with my settings. At the end of the day, it just comes down to being comfortable with your settings and getting that repetition, that muscle memory. But again, you can start hitting clips like this, just put in the time. And I hope to see y'all on stream later today. Fat giveaways, man. We're giving away all the skins that were dropped in the new summer update. So I'll see y'all then. Peace.
Oh my gosh. Oh my fucking god.
Dude, what the fuck, dude?
That's one way to do it.
The Soul Snatchers.
Dude, I hear shit all over the place. Only heads, dude. Only heads. I don't shoot anything but heads. Hello, Clueless.
Bomb is ours. Keep it that way.
Wow, I suck. Or not.
Oh my god. You're dead. Brother.
45 seconds remaining.